Hello, hello, shalom. Blessings, brahot from Israel, the land of the Bible. Once again, it's a privilege to share with you. And today I have brought you to a place that you cannot complain about. All those who have seen the latest episodes have seen desert. We have gone to the desert. We have walked, and we have exhausted ourselves. But today, as you can see behind me, there's some water. I'm showing you a little now and more later. We have come to the southernmost city of Israel. That is the last city of the nation of Israel, where there is, here you could perhaps say, four borders, because on one side we have Egypt, on another side we have Jordan, and on another side we have the area of Saudi Arabia. If you look closely here behind me, everything you can see over there. In that sector, it was what was formerly known as the territory of the Edomites, the land of Edom. Today it is known as Jordan. Why is it called Edom? In Hebrew language it's Adam, which means red. And it's because when it's sunset time here, the sun comes from that. It sets over there. During sunset, the sun descends, creating a stunning effect on the mountains in the background. In red color? So, that's why it's called the land of Edom, of the Edomites, of the Reds, because the whole land looks like it's a reddish color at sunset time. In ancient times, there was a biblical city in this place, and it can be recognized by the name even in the scriptures of Ezion-Geber. We are going to share a little bit of you with the story. As we always do, first we are going to discover with the story where this biblical city was located. And then we are going to continue touring the city as it is today and what it has to offer us. So when you visit Israel, know that this is like a kind of oasis in the middle of the desert. The city of the Red Sea. The place, as it is also known here, is where the people of Israel passed when they were wandering through the desert. Here we have the story of Solomon, also the story of Jehoshaphat, and a few more from the Old Testament. So welcome. We are going to tour this city a bit, but first we are going to learn a little about it. Eilat is the only city in Israel that is located on the shores of the Red Sea and currently serves as a port. It also offers a wide range of tourist attractions. If we delve a bit into history, we know that during the British Mandate from 1917 to 1948, there was a small Bedouin settlement called Rashrash. But if we go further back in history, in ancient times, near this place of Eilat was the city of Ezion-Geber, which is often mentioned in the scriptures. In the year 1949, the place was conquered during the War of Independence and mainly served as a military camp. Eilat ended up being founded as a civil settlement in 1952 and was finally declared a city in 1959. The city of Eilat is mentioned several times in the Bible, and according to several archaeologists, the true biblical city of Eilat was also called Ezion-Geber. During the period of the unified kingdom and also after the decision that the kingdom of Judah would become independent, the city of Eilat was used as a Jewish port city on the Red Sea. It was the site of the commercial fleet for the Hebrew people. A little further south today is the city of Tava, which is controlled by Egypt, and to the east is the city of Aqaba, which is controlled by Jordan. You can't even imagine how hot it is out there. Honestly, for those of us who are not used to the summer or eternal heat, it's very tempting to go out there. Honestly. So what I'm doing, I'm going to go out. So rest assured that yes, I am going to go out. But I also want to show you, to save more time, a bit of what the city looks like from the car. When you get here, you don't have many options to get on the road, only one route. For example, if you arrive at Ben Gurion Airport, the main one in Tel Aviv, then you rent a car. Or you call a certain Eduardo Yosef, who lives in Israel and can guide you on how to get there. So the point is this, look, you come with a direct route, approximately 5 hours of route. You are arriving in Eilat from Tel Aviv to the city of Eilat. Once you have arrived here, you have an infinity of options. To stay in a hotel, here you have 3, 4, and 5-star hotels, which are not seen in the rest of the country. Here, tourism is not much of a pilgrimage. There is not much to do from the point of view of pilgrimage, because we don't have it in the biblical records. For example, Jesus and his disciples came to this city. Here we have part of the Old Testament as we saw. But many of the tourists who come here want to follow in the footsteps of where the Messiah was, which are perhaps the lighter routes to take and not waste so much time on the road. There is another option to get here, and that is by plane. That is, one might arrive at Ben Gurion Airport. From there, take a plane, and in about 45 minutes, you also arrive here at another airport that is here, very close to the city, about 10 minutes from here from the city. The other option is that if you come from Europe, you can also land directly in the city of Eilat, at the airport here in the city of Eilat. And again, once you are here, what most people come for, I tell you honestly, is beach life. There is a lot here. For example, there are many corals. The famous corals you will find here in the Eilat area, in this part of the Red Sea. And there are also many, well, there are all those who like the water theme. There are dolphins. There are many water attractions. A lot, even though it is a sea that does not...
It's like a kind of, how can I explain to you?
Like a kind of, I don't know how to say it. I can't find the word in Spanish right now. It's not an open sea. It's something like a dam. I believe it's called a dam. When you enter
A water inward?
and then something forms, then what formed here, it's a quantity of water that formed here inside. And well, and that's where people use all that water area to be able to enjoy
and vacation in this place.
So here the beach tourism is honestly very, very, very attractive, also for resting. Many Israelis come here, many French people.
Here, the tourists who come.
It's more to be able to connect with Mount Sinai, to climb Mount Sinai, which is very close to here in Egypt, or go to Jordan, to the famous city of Petra, also, which is about 2 hours from this place. So this is like the connection point between these two places in Mount Sinai and the city of Petra. And from here, they start to go up all the way to the top of the itinerary. Let's go in. Now I'm going to show you a little bit of what the inside looks like here with the car.
And now after this, we are going to leave. We are going to go outside.
It's very important that when you're around here, if you rent a car, you have to pay, you see there where there's a little hand with a coin, that's to pay for parking. The entire city, absolutely, the entire city is paid parking, and parking starts from 8 in the morning. From 9 in the morning until 9 at night every day of the week, including Saturday, including Sunday. If you didn't put that little coin in your car, sadly, you're going to have a bad day because you're going to have to pay a pretty hefty fine. In parking, there are hardly any people living in the few little houses here. Everything you see is a hotel area. Everything. Hotels and businesses, shops and shops, and more shops and more shops and more shops. We are about 200 meters from the beach, very close to the beach. I'm going to take you there. Now we're going to go that way. But as you can see, all of this is a hotel zone. If that gentleman almost comes out, all hotel zone, look there in front, what do you see? You can see it. It's like a desolate place. There used to be an old airport there, In fact, that was the old city airport. We are now going to pass through the middle of that old airport so you can see what the airport was like before here. Also remember that this is almost all cities in Israel are made with. In Spain they are called roundabouts. In Argentina they are called roundabouts, and in another language I don't know what they are called.
This circle that we have here ahead, almost all the cities in Israel are made with this type of circles.
And it's a way to save energy, save traffic lights.
And avoid accidents. I can assure you they are avoided.
Numerous accidents on this street we're currently on. Was the airport runway, and the old airport used to be here. When I say the old airport, I'm referring to about 5 months ago, not very long ago. It's all very, very, very new. The place, once we've crossed this, we're already inside the city. On this side, this is where people live. Most of the people who live here, it's a very small city. You're going to be surprised. When I say very small, it's a little more than.
The town had a population of 15,000, no more.
See how the issue of circles works. Who has priority? The one inside and the pedestrian obviously is more important.
And you have to stop.
I'm helping you here so you don't get fined when you have to drive in Israel, if you don't remember there.
They ask us for help and we are here to serve them too.
Let's go. I'm gonna take you a little further ahead.
All of this is cobblestone. If the camera there is moving, everything is cobblestone. And we're gonna go a little bit
to show you a little bit.
Skirting what would be the part of the coast. This coast is not like the coast of Tel Aviv.
For example, when you go with the car, you can see the entire beach area in the city of Tel Aviv.
Eilat is different. The coastal areas are pedestrian friendly.
The people who walk have more chance to be able to see things and to see everything more closely.
Out there, as you can see, there isn't too much sun. The sun kind of comes, goes.
There is something that is called, in Hebrew language, it is called hamsim. What is hamzim?
It's a high temperature. It's a heat storm in the desert area.
Imagine in ancient times,
the people of Israel walking through the desert places with highly hot temperatures.
They were suffering a lot. This kind of very high temperature, and also with all that kind of clothing that they had to cover themselves with. Skin from the heat. I mean, just imagine.
So if any of you or if any of us sometimes complain because we are hot, or the fan is not working very well, or because my house does not have air conditioning, remember that there were people who were here before us. They have already gone through this situation before us. Here is the prefecture, the private area of the army.
Everything that has to do with the army part
Of the maritime is in this sector where we are passing now.
But we are going to go a little bit further.
So you can see the beach a little more. And then I want to show you something else where we are going to keep looking. On this path that I am going now, that is, you are with me, we are going to Egypt. Do you know how far we are from Egypt now? Exactly. Driving with the car, maybe about 7 minutes, we get to Egypt. We cross the border, and
in a few kilometers we reach the pyramids. Everything is very close here. Everything very, 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 very close. Israel is very small, so everything is relatively close.
That's why when they come on coordinated tours with 9 days, you can see a lot. Many people ask me, how much can we see in 9 days?
Well, the truth is that you can see a lot. Not everything, obviously.
I've been living in Israel for almost 20 years now. And I don't know everything about it. No, Nate, there are many places that are still new to me, even though I work in the world of archaeology, history, and all that.
We spend a lot of time traveling around Israel. But the interesting thing is that there is always something new to learn, and listen very carefully to what I just said. There is always something new to learn. Let's not think that we know everything. There's always something new to learn. In a few minutes, we'll arrive and I'll show you what I wanted to.
Show.
Well,
Okay, we've done it. We've managed to park the car. We're in a place now.
I was searching for another location to show you, but this works because I want to show you something.
Here, there's a place that's one of the most famous in this area.
The corals are located there. We can't go in now because it's closed and they need protection and care. But see that place you see there, that white thing? Underneath, there is a very large and wide space where you can absolutely see the amount of colorful fish. There is incredible. Inside there, they have sharks. Yes, they have sharks. They have giant turtles. In short, it's an incredibly interesting aquarium to come and visit.
Here, one of the highest level hotels is also that one you can see up there.
Everything, they are like individual little houses. Each house has its own pool. That place is incredible.
Subscribe to the channel.
Well, for those who have already noticed, we had a wardrobe change here. We had a little inconvenience there, change of clothing on the spot. But well, it's not that we are recording the video on different days. We are exactly on the same day. We have exactly the same heat temperature. We are having an incredible time, but many wonder why they don't get in the water if they are suffering so much.
Look, I'm going to show you the water. Look, I'm going to show you how many people are in the water. You can see that there are almost very few people in the water.
The truth is that the water is very cold, very cold. In this area, the water is super cold. But well, we don't have too much time to get in the water. Someone asked me, how many kilometers do you guys cover from video to video? For example, for today's video, we had to go from where we left this morning.
We left at 7 in the morning.
A little bit earlier. And we arrived here at 10:30 in the morning. That is 3.5 hours to get to the place.
Then we had a meeting encounter.
Planning and everything else, we went out to do the recording and we are already in quite a few hours.
It's almost
6 in the evening here. We still have a good while longer in this place and we keep going. But well, you know what? The video is nearly over. And who would it be? I mean, how bad would it be for those who like shopping that we don't take them to the shopping area? We are in the area, let's say, of the northern part of the beach in the city of Eilat.
As you can see, even on that side, everything on that side is the Jordanian area, Jordan.
This place is also used as a port.
Many vehicles arrive here. For example, most of the vehicles coming from Japan and China land at this port. They land.
That is a way of saying yes, sorry.
They leave them at this port, and from here they are then sent to different points within the city.
Everything you are seeing, everything you see here, behind, all these are hotels. As I told you before, here in this part of the beach, almost all over the north, there are no houses. Almost everything are hotels. They are hotels.
This is early now. In a while, the night party starts here in the city. As you can see, today is the second day that people no longer need to use masks, but there are a few who still use them.
Perhaps it's out of habit after almost a year and some of having used it.
But yes, what the law says is that it still has to be used in enclosed places, not in open places.
There are open places where one can be
normal without a mask, like more than a year and a half ago, but in enclosed places you do have to wear a mask.
We will continue walking because all of this is the area. What is it called? Pedestrian?
Does it have another name in Spanish? I'm going to need some help remembering some words. It was called, well, I don't remember. You know, it's the area where it borders the sea area. You walk and there are shops and everything else.
And also here activities begin, as I said, in a while.
People who do tricks, who put on the hat, who ask for money, there's an amusement park and so on.
So we're going to keep walking around here. Look, right in front of us.
There's a shop, no shop. It's what you call a bazaar in Hebrew language. It's a business where you can find anything for pennies. So when you come, remember to go into these little bazaars and you'll be able to take away lots of souvenirs, lots of memories, and buy various things for pennies. By the way, this is the only tax-free city. Here no one pays taxes. Regardless of what they purchase, everyone who comes here doesn't pay taxes.
If you are saving 17% of what you would pay in cities like Jerusalem or Tel Aviv, you would be paying 17% in other cities.
So this is another reason to be able to travel a few kilometers and get to enjoy the city of Eilat.
Could it be said that the city of Eilat is the city of eternal summer?
And the truth is that here almost all 12 months of the year it's totally hot. Temperatures can even rise to 40 degrees Celsius. But as we said, this city has absolutely everything. And what is absolutely everything? In the city where there is great heat, they also sought ways to find the cold. Look at what's behind me, that is behind you. Observe this. Shopping center with its own ice rink where you can completely forget that outside here there is more than 40 degrees of heat. Yes, right? We've reached the end of today's video. For us, it has been a huge privilege to be able to share with you once again another city here in the territory of Israel, how beautiful the land of Israel is.
We feel like we are in debt to you.
We believe we had a lot more to give you in this material. The truth is that the time has been very, very short for all that we had to show in this city.
I think we're going to make a second video at some point. We're going to make another video about this city.
We're going to explore and discover what's beneath the water's surface. And you know what?
As I always say at the start of the video,
get comfortable in your living room with a drink like coffee, tea, or water.
We deserve a frozen coffee this time. After having walked around here, experiencing this tremendous temperature in this place, we are going to take a break.
you have yours.
And remember that under this video, there are several links, various links, where you have different ways to connect with us. Become a friend of Israel and join our WhatsApp groups that are down there.
You can also transform.
I don't know what I'm saying anymore. You become an active student of our academy and discover the secrets of the earth, of the Bible. Everything we have here, we have put a lot of resources online that you can benefit from everything we are doing here
to be able to bring Israel to your home.
Don't just stick with these videos of touring Israel. There's much more that we can't do in a short half-hour or 40-minute video of touring Israel.
That is, we have much more.
And remember, history, archaeology, and the Bible come together in this place in the land of the Bible. There is so much to share, so much to teach, and there are resources at the click of a button on this opportunity. So go to the links below and connect with us. We greet you from here, we bless you, and see you in the next episode. In the next episode,
we are going to continue here touring the land of the Bible, and we are going to continue bringing Israel to the living room of your house.
So thank you very much for connecting with us from here, all in the name of the entire team that we are working here. We thank you for supporting us. We thank you for greeting us. We thank you for sending so many messages that you send us. And help us, between you and us, to create a healthy community, a healthy community, to create a relationship with the world, Israel, and the Jewish people.
Thank you, we bless you, and as we always say, Shalom ubrachot, Shalom and blessings from the land of the Bible. Bye-bye, see you in the next episode. Shalom, thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye, Shalom.